George Bush. However, the ultimate say over whether to accept or reject those electoral college votes, in that instance in Florida, now for any state, is not a court's job, it is Congress's job. Under Article 1, Article 2, Amendment 12 of the United States Constitution, coupled with federal statutes that govern this issue, the United States Congress has the absolute right to reject the submitted electoral college votes of any state which we believe has such a shoddy election system that you can't trust the election results that those states are submitting to us, that they're suspect. And I'm not going to put my name in support of any state that employs an election system that I don't have confidence in. And I'd go through the top 2 or 3 states that I mentioned a while ago that I lack confidence that the returns that they're being reported accurately reflect lawful votes by eligible American citizens. Now, how do you do that in the United States Congress? Well, on January the 6th at 1 p.m. Eastern Time, the 50 states will report to Congress. The President of the Senate will preside over this meeting, will report to Congress what they contend are the electoral college results in their state. If a House member and a senator objects to the submission of electoral college votes by any state, that immediately triggers a House floor vote and a Senate floor vote on whether to accept or reject those electoral college votes submitted by that particular state. The amount of debate on the House and Senate floor is limited to 2 hours under federal law. And if we reject those electoral college votes, then they're taken out of the mix. If the election process problems are so great that after subtracting the electoral college votes of states that are running a poor election system, a system so suspect that you can't give credibility to the results that are being reported, then the United States Constitution mandates that Congress determine who the next president and vice president of the United States will be. Under Article 1, Article 2, and Amendment 12 to the United States Constitution, the House of Representatives will be the body that determines who is president of the United States. The vice president will be determined by the United States Senate, and they can even be members of different parties if that's the will of the House and the Senate. Now in the House, there's a little bit of a twist. It's not a majority of 435 congressmen that determines who the President of the United States will be. Rather, it is a majority of the state delegations that determines who the President of the United States will be. That being the case, based on the election we just had a couple of weeks ago, the Republicans control 26 state delegations. The Democrats control 20 state delegations, with the remainder being tied with the possible exception of Iowa. There's an uncalled Iowa House race. If that is called in favor of the GOP candidate, who's up, last I saw, about 47 votes, then there will be 27 state delegations that have a majority of their members being Republican. Hence, the House would be in a position to elect a Republican to the White House based on what we saw a couple of weeks ago on Election Day earlier in November, November the 3rd. I don't know who the Senate would elect as the vice president. That would be up to them. But that's the process that is embedded in the United States Constitution. Should no candidate get a majority of the Electoral College vote, either because there's a tie or because there are so many candidates, as was the case in 1824, where there were 4 candidates that split the vote, so no one got a majority, and the House then elected the second place finisher, John Quincy Adams, to be President of the United States over Andrew Jackson, who came in first. Or should it be the case that you've discounted Electoral College votes such that no candidate for President of the United States got the magic number of 270, which is a majority of the Electoral College?